guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about, can you wear a wig every day? And the short answer to this question is yes, you actually can wear a wig every day. But there are ways to do this to make sure your edges don't get snatched in the process. Things you want to do if you want to be an avid wig wearer, someone who wears wigs a lot every day. You want to make sure if you're the type using virgin hair, which a lot of times involves adhesive, if you don't like taking your wigs off every night and stuff like that with Got2b, you want to make sure that you are testing the glue adhesive that you are using. You might be sensitive to it on contact, and you might be sensitive to it over a period of a couple days. I personally found that out the hard way, that I was a little sensitive to it over a period of days. Usually, like beforehand, like 2 years ago, I really wasn't that good with laying my wigs on my own, so I was always taking them off and reapplying them. I'm talking about glue adhesive right here. And so I never really had an issue with it. I wasn't sensitive, you know, just on contact. However, when I went on vacation last summer, I wore my wig glued down for a week straight, and my hairline was not having it. Nothing major happened to it that was detrimental. However, my hairline did have a breakout, and I had like the bumps and stuff on my forehead. I just had to use acne wash and stuff like that. The same thing I would do if I had acne breakout. I think for me, it was more so the glue was just on my head too long. I have oily skin, so it was just kind of like not letting the dirt and oil get out. Maybe I used too much, I'm not sure. But if you have sensitive skin, oily skin, anything of that nature, test it out and be cognizant with the glue adhesive that you're using so that you don't cause any damage. If you find that you're sensitive, then you can use things like the elastic band method, which is just a glueless wig, or you can go the route of just using Got2b glue because it's a gel, not an actual glue. You can take it off at night and reapply it the next day and things like that, so it's not like super permanent the way glue adhesive is, but it will allow you to, you know, tack it down well. The other thing too is, guys, make sure you're removing them properly. You don't want to be pulling and tugging and, you know, just ripping these wigs off, because that's the way you're pretty much waxing your edges when you do that. You've laid glue adhesive or even Got2b glue down on your hairline. I'm sure a little bit of baby hair might be caught depending on the size of your forehead. But, you know, when you do that and then you just rip it up, you're essentially waxing your hairline. That's how you end up losing your edges and things like that. Make sure you either get the glue remover that the company sells, that from whichever glue you get, or, you know, Got2b, you can get it off of water, or you can use rubbing alcohol. That's typically the generic way to get a lace glue adhesive off your head. Make sure you're doing that. Do not pull them off. Don't do that. So those tips right there mostly apply to virgin hair wigs. When it comes to your synthetic wigs, you can pretty much wear those every day with no issue. Typically, when it comes to synthetic, you have lace part units or the 4x4 closure units. Those are, like, you know, pretty much the most popular for the most part, been around the longest, especially the lace part. The lace part units are probably the easiest because there's absolutely nothing you need to do besides pop it on. Even if you, like, you know, I would recommend you kind of make it blend a little better and make it a little more natural, add a little, you know, hair in the part or something. You don't have to. Your wig won't come off. You can literally just use the adjustable straps. I couldn't think of it, guys. You can use the adjustable straps in the back, or you can use the combs in the front, and you should be good to go. Even if you didn't use them, 9 times out of 10, you can put a synthetic lace part wig on and just literally just put it on and walk out the door. So there's not really a glue issue to worry about with lace part and 4x4 units. Now, there are synthetic wigs, as we all know in reviews and things like that, that are the whole hairline. Most of those typically require you to put them on the same way you would put on a virgin hair lace front. Just a tidbit, I would not recommend gluing them down with adhesive as far as synthetic lace frontals go, because you really don't want to sleep in that. It's a lot of wear and tear. When you wear synthetic wigs every day, make sure you are switching them out often. I would say every 2 weeks. So that way you still get the most bang for your buck, because, you know, you're still spending your hard-earned money on these things, even though it's a little more inexpensive than virgin hair or Remy hair. You know, it's still your coin at the end of the day. You still want your money's worth. So I would definitely say switch them out so that you don't put too much wear and tear on them too soon. You can tell when a synthetic wig's had some wear and tear because the ends will start to, like, get real thick and start to unravel a little bit. You might have to cut it. It'll start looking like real worn and kind of oily if you don't wash it, like with fabric softener and detergent and stuff like that. So, you know, it's easier to tell when a synthetic wig is getting worn, so that's why I say switch it out. Get your bang for your buck out of them things, okay? So that's some information on, yes, you can wear a wig every day if you so choose. I mean, do wash your hair, let it breathe for a second sometimes, but it's not going to cause you some damage if you're wearing a wig every day while still taking care of your hair. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.